Hello! Let's talk about money. Haha. Alright. When you start your journey to frugality, to pinching your pennies, as we say, people will ask, is it worth all the effort that you're putting into it? You're clipping coupons, maybe you're going to multiple stores in order to save the absolute most you can on your grocery money. You're cooking from scratch, you're shopping for deals online. Is it really worth all the effort? It's an important question to ask because we do want to be aware of how hard we're working and what kind of payoff we're getting for the effort that we put in. However, as we answer that question, it's important to keep in mind an interesting concept. It's called the penny saved principle. Let's take this $10 right here. This $10 represents money that you saved because you were going out to eat and you decided not to. So maybe you were going to order pizza and instead of doing that, you bought a frozen pizza from the store on sale with a coupon, or you made it from scratch at home and you saved $10. The cool thing about this $10 is that this $10 you saved increases your net worth by $10. It's pretty straightforward. You save 10 bucks, you have $10 more than you would have had. Now, let's take this $10. Let's suppose that this $10 you earned. You, from your job or, well, wherever you earn money, you earn 10 bucks. However, you don't get to keep it all. Sad news is that for most Americans, a pretty reasonable tax rate, effective tax rate, is about 15%. Your effective tax rate is the percentage of your gross income that you pay in income tax after taking into consideration all your deductions in the various graduated tax brackets that you go through as you earn money. So let's say it's a 15% tax bracket, which is pretty conservative, but we'll go with it. You just turned your $10 into $8 and 50 cents. However, unfortunately, it doesn't stop there because you also have to pay Social Security. No matter how much or little income tax you pay, you also pay Social Security. So that takes away another 8%, bringing your $10 down further to $7 and 70 cents. However, for a lot of Americans, it doesn't stop even there. For instance, if you make a little more money, your effective tax rate may not be 15%, it may be 25%, in which case we're going to take away another 10% of your money. Oof, now you only got $6.70. Or maybe you're self-employed. If you're self-employed, that means that you pay the other half of the Social Security tax. You already paid the first half of it a minute ago. You pay the other half of the Social Security tax, which is another 8%. So we're going to take away, well, we would take away 80 cents, but we'll just take away 70 cents so I don't have to make a lot of change. Now your $10 is $7. Or, if you're one of the millions of Americans from multiple religions who pay the tithes to your church, take away another 10% there. You want to talk about something really interesting. Imagine what happens if you make a little higher income, and you tithe, and you're self-employed. Something to really think about. But let's assume that you've got a basic tax bracket and one of those extra income deductions, tithing or an additional tax cost because of the income that you make, or extra Social Security because you're self-employed. And we'll say that your basic deductions are about 35%. So that means that for every $10 you make, you bring home $6.50 actually goes into your pocket. So you save $10, your net worth is increased by $10. You make $10, your net worth is increased by about $6.50. So here's an interesting question. If I wanted to make enough money to increase my net worth by $10, in other words, if I wanted to make enough money to increase my net worth by as much as I did when I saved by not going out for pizza or by using coupons or by finding a great Christmas deal online, how much money would I have to make? Here's a little mathematical formula for you, a little algebra. I don't know if you can see that, it's kind of blurry. You would have to make $15.38 if you're in a 65% deduction bracket in order to bring home that $10. What that means is that if you took half an hour to make and clean up this pizza, or half an hour to buy and cook it instead of paying for it, and you saved $10 because of that, that half an hour is the equivalent of a $30 an hour job, because saving this $10 is the equivalent to making $15. Took you half an hour to do that, double that, equivalent of a $30 an hour job. Now, we're not, of course, saying not to bother about earning money, not to get a job, not to work if that's something that you want to do. But we are saying that it's important to remember how much power is in a dollar saved, because a penny saved is about 1.5 cents earned. And that's something to remember. We'll be talking to you next week with even more tips for saving money, especially considering how much it's worth now that we've done our little math demonstration. I hope it's been helpful, and if you have any questions or comments on this principle, or maybe times that you've had the chance to explain this principle to people that you know, let me know. We would love to talk about it. I'll see you next week.